guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here to talk about this TikTok influencer that was recently arrested for shoplifting a bunch of stuff at Target. She thought that she had outsmarted the system so that she could post this aesthetic, lifestyle, vloggy kind of content and make money there and not pay for the goods that she was showcasing in said content. But I had quite a few thoughts. This really ties into, everything on social media is so fake. You should never believe everything that you're seeing and never compare your life to the stuff that you're seeing on social media. I know that most of my audience already knows that, but unfortunately there are people who take in this content and they say, oh wow, like what a pretty house. Look at, she's able to go to Target and spend $400 a week and, has all of the aesthetic cooking utensils and puts her eggs in an acrylic egg box in the fridge. And they want that and they desire to be that way. But either way, we're going to go over everything in this video. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so this is Marlena Velez. She has right now 320,000 followers on TikTok, almost 321,000 to be precise. And she makes your literal cookie cutter aesthetic influencer, grocery restock, Amazon must-have, Stanley Cup drinking, beige house decor content. And for me, it's not content that I would ever gravitate towards. This is the complete opposite of what I watch on social media, but this is what she does. She has, built, at the time of her arrest, she had about 300,000 followers, and her videos would get pretty good views. Like if you go a little down on her page before this all went viral, 150,000, 100,000, 90,000, 275,000, 81,000, 200,000. So they were, she was getting pretty steady views, and all of her content is constantly showcasing new stuff, new bedding, a new thing for her kids' room, decorate, Halloween. Everything is new. Like, I don't think this woman has something that is older than a year old in her house aside from her children. It is constant new stuff. She's got a really beautiful house, and even if it's not my style, it really would seem, as an outsider looking in, wow, she's got it all put together. She's got these 2 children. She's a stay-at-home mom. She's able to have fun and go to Target and make fancy coffees. And that is what an outsider would see. Unfortunately, she was fooling everybody. And the reason that she was fooling everybody is because now we know that she is a thief. She is simply a dishonest influencer, just like a lot of them are. But her dishonesty took her to a dark place because she was busted at Target for stealing. Hey guys, I also wanted to add in here before we get into what actually happened. Please keep in mind she had her 2 very young children with her when she decided to literally break the law. So there is an element of child safety and not caring about that when you are taking them to literally commit a crime. But let's get into it now. So this article here says, and this is in Cape Coral, Florida, a Cape Coral TikToker with nearly 300,000 followers was arrested after police say she shoplifted $500 worth of merchandise from Target and even filmed part of it for her account. She literally was so stupid to film the haul that she stole and posted on the internet. Officers with the Cape Coral Police Department responded to Target on Northeast Pine Island Road on Wednesday. Loss prevention at Target said on October 30th, an unknown female, later identified as Marlena Velez, 22, entered the store and grabbed items listed for sale. Reports state that once Velez was at the self-checkout register, she did not scan the item's barcodes. Instead, officers said she scanned a false barcode with cheaper prices. I use the self-checkout at Target every single time I go, even if I have, 20 items. Now, granted, I've never been in a position to be able to have like 50 items in my cart at Target at one time. But even if I have, several items, I will still use the self-checkout. That's just what I prefer. It's just what I like to do. Every single time you're in the self-checkout at Target, you can see there's a camera that is recording everything that you're doing. It's recording your face. It's recording how long you take at the register, what you're scanning, the price of the items. And there are cameras above too. So they're seeing what you're putting in your bag, what you're possibly just, swiping real quick and putting in your bag. Like, do you think that Target is stupid? Target is so messy that they will let you steal stuff until they have enough to build a case against you. And once you have reached that $500 limit, they will arrest your ass. Target does not care. Try to play with Target and you will figure out. 16 items of miscellaneous household goods and clothing items were reported stolen. Officers said the total loss of the stolen goods was valued at $500.32 after reviewing security footage. The security footage captured Velez, which showed long black hair, a tan shirt, tan pants, and glasses. CCPD's Facebook and Instagram accounts posted Velez's picture to assist with identification. An anonymous caller reported that she saw the post on social media and gave CCPD Velez's Instagram handle. Officers then found Velez's TikTok account. They said a video posted on October 30th shows her getting ready in the same outfit and glasses as seen in the Target surveillance video. Velez recorded herself picking out items inside the store and placing them in her car after exiting the store. Velez appears to be a social media content creator with nearly 300,000 followers on TikTok and 10,000 on Instagram. According to CCPD, officers located Velez and took her to their Lee County jail, where she faces one count of petty theft, more than $100, less than $750. CCPD has not released a mugshot at this time. The photo provided is from a social media post from the department. Now, what I want to say is this is not Marlena's first rodeo. She has another issue because she was caught shoplifting from Walmart in 2023. And she also, going back to high school, literally asked to borrow her friend's car, took the car, wrecked it, totaled it in a ditch, and never repaid her friend for totaling her car.
Stealing a car. Velez's former friend explains what went so wrong.
We got really close for a good couple months. We first met at school. She had a class with me and we kind of connected there.
A close friendship started in the Ida Baker classroom. Amanda Santana says she was Marlena Velez's friend when she was a teenager, even taking a trip to Orlando together. A week later, their friendship came to a screeching halt. The Cape Coral Police Department says Velez was arrested in 2019 for stealing a car.
So I got a text in the morning driving to school, her asking me, hey, can me and my friend sit in your car? And our friend of ours is going to pick us up from the car, and then we're going to come back around lunchtime. I was kind of blindsided. I said, yeah, no problem. I gave her the key. Number one, that was my first mistake.
But lunchtime rolled around, and Santana says Velez was nowhere to be found.
Like, double-checked, looked on every side, and I was like, where's my car? So I absolutely freaked out. We figured out that she went and crashed my car and totaled it into a ditch at a Dunkin' on Cape Coral Parkway.
CCPD records show Velez was arrested for stealing items from a Walmart in July of 2023 when she was 20. She had to complete an anti-theft course and was put on probation until last month. Then on Thursday, Cape Coral police arrested her again, accusing her of stealing hundreds of dollars worth of household items and clothes from a Target off Pine Island Road.
I'm like, wow, she's living her best life. You know, she still has not paid me and she's doing everything that she can. So never believe social media.
I reached out to a phone number registered to Velez. A woman who picked up said she was Velez's sister. She didn't comment.
When you see these influencers that build a really big platform, you would think that the Walmart situation would have been exposed a while ago, and maybe it was, and maybe she would just delete comments or whatever, but you know, it's public information. You're a thief, and now you've done it again, and you thought that you would get away with it, but you obviously did not. I would not be surprised if Target is not building a case against her. They got her for this. Are they going to go back and look at other times that she was in the store to try to see, was she using fake barcodes in September, August, July, and further back? I would not be surprised if they're going to take their time to go ahead and do that. You know, I've said for so long how fake social media is, and you can't believe what you see, and everything is an illusion. And cases like this are just a very clear reminder. You don't need the Stanley Cup. You don't need to pour your milk that already comes in a carton or a jug into a glass container. You don't need to put your eggs in an acrylic box. You don't need to pour your cereal into a thing for the pantry with a fancy label. All of these things are just for aesthetic. They're for aesthetic. And I don't know about y'all, but I like my house to be lived in. I don't want everything to be, you know, fancy and relabeled. Of course, like I like my nice stuff. I love my Mrs. Meyer's scents for dish soap and counter spray and stuff. But some of these people just take it to an extreme, and they just so happen to get people that like watching this kind of content. And I think liking the content and watching it is one thing, but if you are aspiring to obtain the same things, it's only materialistic stuff. It is simply materialistic stuff. Now, you know, maybe you're watching this content and thinking, oh, well, that's a really nice house. I would love to have a house like that. That I kind of understand. But at the same time, like, being grateful for what you have and enjoying the season that you're in. I realize that, you know, we all go through struggles, whether it's emotional, financial, work stress to do with maybe your children. We're all dealing with a little bit of something. And I think that adding on top of that, not feeling like you're good enough because you might have or not have something materialistic is just something really unhealthy that social media has taught us the wrong way in. It has misled us in a lot of ways. And maybe to some people it's not that deep, but I also have seen these TikTokers just like Marlena for years. And I know a lot of people in the comments are constantly saying, I wish I had that. I wish I had this. And it's just stuff, guys. It's just stuff at the end of the day. Once in a while, does it feel good to buy something for yourself? Absolutely. But when it's this consistent $300 at TJ Maxx, $250 at Marshalls, $600 at Target, $400 at the grocery store, all of that is just stuff aside from the grocery store part. You know what I mean? But either way, I don't want to say I was shocked, but I kind of found this to be sad in a way. Like, you care that much about materialistic stuff that you're willing to risk your platform, your name, your integrity, your history, who people know you as. And also, she has 2 kids. She has 2 kids that now their mom is going to be known as the woman that was shoplifting from Target and making TikToks about fake nonsense. She lied to the internet, and she has 2 kids that's what their mom is known for. So more on that Walmart situation before I close out this video. It says, so it was 2023. In July 2023, records show Velez was arrested again. Keep in mind, the first time was the thing with the car that she totaled. This time for shoplifting from a Walmart off Del Prado Boulevard in Cape Coral. The report said video footage captured a female later identified as Marlena Velez in the self-checkout under ringing items by scanning one item and then placing another item underneath the scanned item. The CCPD report said she stole a total of $63 in kitchen items. In April 2024, CCPD records show Velez pleaded no contest to the charges. She also completed an anti-theft course and was on probation for 6 months until last month. So she literally got off probation and immediately did the same thing at Target. So CCPD knows all about her. They confirmed Velez was arrested in October of 2019. So this is her first arrest and charged with grand theft of a motor vehicle when Velez was 17 years old. Amanda Santana, Velez's former high school friend, says Velez stole her car, unraveling their high school friendship. Santana says their bond began in an Ida Baker high school classroom. She had class with me and we kind of connected there. We also went on an Orlando trip to Halloween Horror Nights. Just a week after that, Santana said things took a drastic turn. One morning, Santana said Velez asked to sit in her car during class until lunchtime. Trusting her friend, Santana said she handed over the keys. I went to the parking lot and I'm looking around for my car and I can't find it. So I actually double checked, looked on every side and was like, where is my car? Hours later, Santana said Velez was nowhere to be found. We figured out that she went and crashed my car and totaled it in a ditch on Duncan on Cape Coral Parkway. The 2019 car theft marked the beginning of Velez's alleged run-ins with the law. And then it talks about the Walmart thing. So definitely a sketchy past, and obviously somebody that has not learned from their sketchy past. And like I always say, I'm here for growth and change and learning and developing. But she not only ruined somebody else's property, she stole property from Walmart, completed probation, and a month later was caught again for stealing. This time, obviously, a lot more as far as monetary value goes. But I don't know how she'll come back from this. Are people going to continue to support her? Because for me, I'm not going to support somebody that goes that far out of their way to be unteachable. You can show your matching PJs and your fancy coffee and all of the beauty stuff in the world. But you blew it. What a fool. She went to the Morgan Wallen concert. You're spending a whole lot of money. So I don't understand why you would need to steal. So I sure hope that the money that she has made on TikTok, she has saved some of it, because I don't know how do you come back from this? There will be some people, and maybe they just don't, they won't know about her. They won't look at it for themselves, but all of these people know. Everyone on TikTok right now knows who she is and how pathetic this is. But either way, I think that's enough ranting for today. I'm going to get on with my day. So for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.